Hello, mate. You're right. Look, I've got to be really, really quick because I've kind of been laying low this summer. Not much business has been done, but that's how you wanted it anyway, innit? So, be careful what you wish for. Bought in a quality right back, sold some players that we don't need. But yeah, look, I've got to be really, really quick. Just on a separate note, right? If you hear from Limo, can you let me know, please? It's completely separate to what's going on here. I'm pretty sure he's fine. He's fine. No, he's fine. Yeah, honestly, no, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine.
That was a bit weird, wasn't it? What's going on with Greeno? It's like he's hiding in a toilet, like he's on the run. Bit strange. But it's been a strange summer. So, we won the Europa Conference. Big shiny trophy. Although it never made it back to the club and it never made it into the trophy cabinet because UEFA said no to CP. He wanted everyone to have a medal, especially Greeno. And just like Greeno, they said no. So he decided he was going to melt the trophy down, have it made into rings so everyone could have something to show for it. He threw a big party, which was actually invited to. He actually stood with me in a photograph, which is insane. He did run off straight away afterwards. There's Greeno as well, looking as happy as ever. Leader Buzzy B got one. Look at his cheeky little face. He's chuffed to bits with that, isn't he? And Joe Page got one, of course. Jamie Balance, Brian Keane, and Dirk Diggler. Dirk Diggler's going to get one all day long. So yeah, no trophy anymore. We've all got rings. I've got 3 of them. Got one in the drawer. I've lost one. One's in the toilet somewhere. But who cares? We still won. Don't need a trophy to prove we are champions of the Europa Conference. Anyway, straight after that party, Limo and Greeno went off with CP to some promotional tour to Dubai. And I've not heard from him all summer. I have been on a cruise, but I usually hear something. Limo always answers his phone, and he isn't. So I don't know what's going on. That's the first I've heard of anything. But I've got a season to play. I've got half a season to get through. I've got a job to do, and I take my job very seriously. It's episode 23. Hit the thumbs up. Get involved in the comments. Subscribe if you're new. And make sure you go and watch my latest story, The Infamous 4. There's a new one coming out next week as well. Can't wait for that. Anyway, let's get into it. So we're going to jump in now on the 13th of September, just so we can see everything that's happened now. Greeno's actually done all right. Don't know where he's been. If he's been on a promotional tour, if he's hiding in a toilet having a dump. He's done some pretty good business I'm quite happy with. I didn't want there to be too much change with the squad. I wanted to build on us as a unit, but he has made a couple of changes. Now, he brought in a new right back who we're going to look at next, and then sold Francis Adebayo. Now, I liked him. He's a good little player, good squad player, but I think, we really need to keep improving his team. And this was definitely an area I'd say could be improved. We've got a good right back anyway. Adebayo would become a backup. And he's gone out to Zenit, and he got 15 million for Adebayo, which we needed because he spent a combined 35 million on a Patreon player, Brody Johnston. Welcome to Manchester Central. Buzzing with this. He is a much better player. He's also Scottish. Could also become our new right back. So I'm very happy. Very, very happy with this one. Then he sold Jacobo Espino for 5 million to Leeds. Now, he's not a world beater, but he was a very good player for me, and I wouldn't have sold him because he plays a lot for me in the middle and he played a lot for me in the wing, and he was a very good squad player, and he wasn't asking to leave or anything, but he sold him, and I was a bit worried. Because I always come back, at the start of the season, so I play a bit while the transfer window's still open, so I usually catch like the tail end of it, but he left it till deadline day to find his replacement, and this one I've got to give it to Greeno. I think it's brilliant. He signed Mike Froome, 24-year-old German, right? Great player. Who on paper to me reminds me of Billy Gilmore, so that's a good one because Billy's still here, but maybe a future replacement for him. But what a fantastic player. And then when he got in the squad, I realised he was homegrown because he started his career at Middlesbrough. Been out on loan here and there, and then they've sold him to Bayer Leverkusen for 22 million, where he's made a name for himself, and only 24 years old. He's helps with the European squad, so this is a fantastic signing. So yeah, it's 28.5 million. That's initial. I think it's going to go up to like 40 odd million. So I still think that's a great deal for a great player who is technically kind of English. Now, he has loaned out a few players. He has signed a few youngsters, a couple of decent ones to be fair, but they're the main transfers in the first team. So yeah, right back in, right back out. Central midfielder, winger out. Central midfielder in. So I'm happy with that. I think we can build on this team as a unit. Pre-season again this year, I left it to Joe Page, and this is what he chose to do. He had a little competition. Look at him, won himself a cup, all on his own. Well done, Joe. don't let CP get hold of it, it'll melt the fucker down. So as a squad, I genuinely think we are a good team. Now, someone made this comment, Thargoff, great subscriber, that, you know, the reason why the Premier League is probably so competitive than it normally is because you've got Denton, Tame Valley and us in it now. So there's a lot of big teams with a lot of top players, and it has made it more exciting. I didn't realise it'd do that, but it has, and it is a ton of fun to play. But I really believe sometimes, and I've proven this, that when you keep a team together, you can do well when they're a proper team and they've played together years in this game. And I was hoping that'd be the case, and I think with just them little additions, you know, new right backs helping, you know, and a really good central midfield, it's just fleshed us out a little bit more. Now, there might have been a couple of players I might have moved on, I might not have, but it's not up to me. I get what I get, and I have to work with it. But it is really, I think, looking really well balanced. Well, the Premier League odd makers don't fancy us still. They don't fancy us, right? Although I've got a player now. Check that out. In the Media Dream Team 11. Yeah, they've got us as 9th, but we are still easily a side that can compete for a top 4 spot. But when you look at it, it is exciting. Look at every team above us in the odds. Every one of them's got probably capabilities and finances to win the Premier League, so it's proper exciting. Now, do you know what's been really exciting? The Carabao Cup. We're still in it. We are still in it, right? Look at this. So Stoke, a B team, I played them 2-0. Happy days. Played Liverpool. Not B team in that. Now, I've done quite a lot of rotation in the league, in Europe. But I was like, Liverpool, I'm going for it. I'm sick of like rolling over. We beat them 2-1. Look at that. And then City, 3-2. Man City, we're the Kings of Manchester. Have that. So I'm in the semi-final. Got Spurs in the semi-final. How cool is that? Just because we've always been so turd in domestic cups. And we should, even with a B team, get past Portsmouth in the FA Cup. And I'm going for it. I'm going for everything this year because we're not a bad side. Because look at our European campaign. 6 wins out of 6. 4 against, 14 scored. We beat all of them. Look at that. 3-1 Roma. Played the Munchen Club 1-0. And I have actually sometimes changed formation. Gone a bit more defensive away from home. And it still worked. Beat Villarreal 4-1. Then 1-0. Beat the Munchen Club 4-2. And then Roma 1-0. And I've got RB South. We should be getting past them. I mean, is it really coming together? We are a proper little team at the minute. I'll tell you what, it's been the Premier League where I've had a ton of fun. Now, it hasn't been perfect. Look, we've had a lot of draws, a couple of defeats. But some of the times when we've played great, we've played fantastic football. And then there's been games when we've played really bad and managed to get something out of it. So, I mean, it's been great. Obviously, you don't know where we are in the league yet. I hope I've been able to block that from you. But yeah, started off fantastic. The Villa game, but Aston Villa are like some great team all of a sudden. And Denton beat me, fair enough. Beat Southampton 4-2. Played Chelsea 1-1. Then went on a great run, Brighton. But then Arsenal, 90th minute winner. Leeds, 90th minute winner. That's what I meant. We weren't great in them games. Leicester 0-0. West Ham 2-0. City 1-1. Look at the state of it though. Only just. Spurs 1-1. Tame Valley, a great team. Jamie Balance bossed it. Then United bossed us. Newcastle 2-0. Wolves 0-0. Bit disappointed. This one though. I love this game. Fresh in the memory. 2-0 down. And it's just one of them games where everything you're telling them and changing seemed to work. Switching to attacking. Fired them up. Bang. Scored one. Then we scored 2 quick fire goals. Then we got another one. Great performance. They were like 17th in the league and we were 2-0 down. But we showed spirit and fight. And we came back. And this is where we are in the Premier League. 3rd. Which is awesome to me. 36 points. We're 4 points off the top. But again, I'm not going into this season thinking we'll win this league. To win this league, I think you've got to be absolutely out of this world because it is very competitive. A very tough league. But I've got the 2nd best player now apparently in the league. He's been great as young Mr. Diamond. So yeah, happy days. I mean, dominating in Europe so far with a great chance of going through in the next round. Got a great chance of getting to the Carabao Cup final, which is insane. Hopefully we can start our FA Cup campaign off with a B team. Yeah, I've loved it. This is the squad arranged by average rating. As you can see, lots of good performances and lots of my players are wanted. Hopefully Greeno don't sell him, because I really feel like we've got something here. We've got a great chance of winning something. Don't know what, but something hopefully this season. But yeah, look at that. Go to goals. I think Jamie Balance has been brilliant this year. 16 in 24. Assists, diamond man. He is a little diamond. Appearances, you can see Bruno's the main man, to be fair. Up there with Jamie Balance, giving me a season is Jamie. But I have rotated quite a lot. Guys have had games as much as possible in Europe, in the league. So yeah, at the minute it's been good, but I suppose the last couple of games I've had injuries, so and that's why I was worried with the Middlesbrough game, because Diggler and Pamungas, my starting centre halves, are out, which isn't great. Pamungas is out for 3. I thought it was 4 weeks. It's now 3 weeks. Diggler is out for 12 days. But them two, my main boys at the back. I mean, we've got a bit of depth now, but we're not going to be as good without them. I have now added all the Patreon players that are not on my team to a short list and keep my eye on them. Now, there's been a few moves, to be fair. A lot of guys are still at their same team, so if you've noticed you've moved and you want to know why, let me know. I think Luke Bardsley's gone to Spurs. Didn't he used to play for Denton Villa? Now, of course, I know there's one. Dave, my mate Irish Dave, I think he's gone to Fulham. Been out in Germany for years, played for 3 different German teams. He's gone to Fulham. But yeah, there's been a few big moves. Ben Ballantyne, Juventus. He's out there now with Matt Vale. Bit of a force. So yeah, like I said, if you want to know why you've changed or anything, or what's going on with your career, just send me a message. Now, just before we get into today's live comment, I just want to show you the fixtures in one long straight line. Just show you like great patches of form like that, where you just feel unbeatable. But it is going to get tough after today's game. I've got Liverpool in a couple of days, and we start off in the semi-finals. I'm buzzing for that. I want to get to that final now. And then Portsmouth, and yeah, might have an easier patch here where we could really pick up some good points before Europe kicks back off. I tell you what, I've never been so excited while I've been back here at Manchester Central for just to play the game, and I can't wait to see what happens. Hopefully you can too. We're just in the changing rooms, going over a few things with Joe Page. We've got a few issues. Obviously, my 2 centre-halves are out. Gerson, the youngster's going to have to start. That centre-half partnership isn't experienced. Gerson's carrying a bit of a knock. Singh is carrying a bit of a knock from the new boy. Still recovering from an injury. He can't play, so I'm devoted. I wanted to show you him, but we're not going to be able to. But my biggest worry was Limo's normally out there in that tunnel doing his warm-ups, doing his Buzzy B star jumps, and he's not here still. So I was a bit worried, and then all of a sudden he's just messaged me, so he knows it's game day. I hope he's alright.
Alright mate, listen, something's dodgy here. I'm literally on the run. So comes over Dubai, this promotional tour, yeah? CP, Green Shields. Gets their own room, double bed. I'm in a room in a single bed on my own. Thought, that's not right. Next minute, in this party, they f***ed off with my passport and everything. Now I'm getting leg round Dubai. Something's dodgy's going on. I overheard, I think he owes them money, like millions. Mate, this isn't good for us, you know. I mean all the gear and everything, lad. And they just got off and left me. Mate, how am I going to get home? Something's got to happen, lad. How am I going to get home? It's going to be one of them, innit? Free the Buzzy B. Little t-shirts and that. Mate, we need to sort it. Help.
Well, that explains a lot, doesn't it, eh? It explains why CP hasn't invested a penny. Looks like he's got a lot of Arabs chasing him for millions. Explains the closeness between him and Greeno in a double room together. Bit weird. And why Limo's gone missing? Because he's stuck with no passport out in the Middle East somewhere. We're going to have to start a campaign, like he said, free the Buzzy B. I'll have to get t-shirts made to get him home, because I can't get hold of the boss still. Just tried ringing him. Just going dead. So he might be dead. No idea. This club sometimes, just when it's getting good, wants to drag you back down, doesn't it? Anyway, let's get back to the important stuff, and that is football. And Diamond with the corner. Come on, boys. From the last point we saw before the game, I had to obviously click a little bit to get to this game. And it's January the 1st, isn't it? So the transfer window's opened. Greeno came straight to me, to be fair to him, saying, I can't agree a deal with Gilmore. So Gilmore looks like he's going to be leaving. But here's Big Papa. He loves to score against me, doesn't he? 1-0 Arsenal. And apparently, devastatingly, the Mank freaking Messi won't sign a new deal, and he's in talks with 2 other clubs to leave on a free at the end of the season. End of an era. A bit gutted about that, I'm not going to lie. Right, come on. 1-0 down at home. Like I said, honestly, when we've been fit, we've been ploughing through teams. You've seen that. Been great, even when we've not been great. We have a bit here, there, and everywhere. I think if I had Diggler and Pamungas and From in that team, fresh, it's a different kettle of fish. Honestly, that From guy in the middle has been fantastic, I think. And them 2 at the back are fantastic. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a battle for us here. Let's see what happens. We've got a highlight, and it's an Arsenal highlight. Big Papa, come on! Oh, for sake. More pressure from the Gunners. Delgado now on the right-hand side. Come on. Come on. Oh, he's whipped it in, and it's 2-0. Brilliant. Into the end of the first half. We're getting beat 2-0. Bit disappointed. Although Davor doing his best at centre-half, isn't he? It's half-time, and we're getting beat. In the rain. Big Papa. Still watching Big Papa because he's a patron. I still love you. Honest. Well, me and Joe just give him a right ass kicking back there. Hopefully they can turn this around like they did against Middlesbrough. Oh, this is Arsenal, not Middlesbrough. Anyway, something cool happened the other day. I picked my wife up late on a Tuesday night from Manchester City Centre at work. And we're right at the traffic lights where the walkway is. And it's red and they're about to walk across. And I looked up and I saw Danny Boyle. He's from round our way. Like, that's Danny Boyle? So just beeps out of instinct, and he shit himself thinking he shouldn't be crossing. Oh, go on, get in! Jamie Balance, the fight back is on. Just give him some encouragement. Oh, come on, is the fight back on? Are we going to do a Middlesbrough? Come on, lads. Let's show the spirit. Here's Diamond. Just have a crack, Diamond. He's passed. Oh, God. So anyway, his mates have all gone, it's probably for you, and they're all looking round, so I thought, I've got to do it. So I wound the window down and just stuck my head out and went, Danny Boyle! And he was buzzing. It's like he was, you know, if you know who Danny Boyle is, the director of Train Spotting and Slumdog Millionaire, he probably don't get recognised much, and he was genuinely well happy. All right, I've started to make that change. We're bringing Diamond off. I mean, oh, go on. Oh, Jamie. Oh, well, I thought I was going to get that ball then, make a little turn. We can get back into this. We can get back into it. I'm going to get through this highlight, and I'm going to try and change things up a little bit, see if we can chase this game. Just hopefully it's not 3-1 we're chasing. Come on, lads. Come on. Arsenal playing pretty well, aren't they? They are playing pretty well, and Big Papa's through. Thought he was going to get his hat-trick. Jesus, Bruno, what are you doing? Right, so I've made changes. Singh and Gerson are off because they weren't 100% anyway. For Rodriguez and Alexandru. I'm going to go attacking. We're at home. Let's get this crowd behind us. And I'm going to fire them up. Ask for more fire and spirit, apparently. That's whatever it says down there in the commentary. Will it work? Do you know what? We've been very good. You can't win every game. But we are a bit... Without Diggler and Pamungas, I think it's affecting us. But yeah, we tried. We should have won, I think. We should have got something out of it. When you look at how many opportunities we had. We're probably slightly a better team. But we've just not... Without Singh, not 100% from... I know I'm making excuses. But I do think that's genuinely... factor right now, and hopefully we need to get these guys back and fit because we've got a lot of football here to play, a lot of big games coming up. So that has left us still in for 2 points clear of Liverpool, who are playing next. Oh, brilliant. But I mean, you can see for yourself, look, from fitness issues, Singh fitness issues, Gerson fitness issues, my 2 centre-halves injured. I've got 2 other players with their minds elsewhere doing transfers, as you can see. Gilmore to Dynamo Kiev. I mean, he's 13. I think we've got his replacement. I'm fine with that one, to be fair. Because I think From's a class player. Gilbert is just one of our own. It's the man freaking Messi. He got us into the Premier League. But if he wants to go and play somewhere else, I bet CP's organising that with the young boys, isn't he? That's where he is. Dodgy bastard. I wonder what's going on with CP. Now, that's not going to help me win Manager of the Month, is it? In January, losing straight away. But I'm here because have you seen who's back as Man United manager? Jesus Christ. But yeah, great, innit? October, though, I did win. And I think I came 3rd or something somewhere. There we go. So yeah, I'm not after any awards. It's not about awards for me. It's about this team, and I'm just hoping the wheels kind of don't fall off with these injuries, and we can get the boys back together and firing like they were firing, because we were playing like the best football and just we kind of looked unstoppable with all this coming up. I don't know why, I'm just a bit worried. We need to get it back together, don't we? So there you go. That is the end of episode 23. Hopefully you enjoyed it, even though we didn't win. You can't always win. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Make sure you go over to manchestercentral.com to buy a free Buzzy B t-shirt. We've got to try and campaign to get him home because we can't find the gaffer, can't get into the accounts to pay for him to come home. So, you know, pray for Lee. That's what we've got to do, haven't we? But yeah, got a second half of the season to play. Very excited to get stuck into it no matter what's going on. I can't wait to see what I can achieve with it. And hopefully we can achieve something special. Something special just like you for being here with me. Your view is awesome. Thank you very much. Make sure you go and watch my stories, especially my latest one, Infamous 4. And keep your eyes out for next week's Fallen Kingdom. Can't wait for that one. Right, stay happy. Stay safe. Love you long time. Bye-bye.